16 benefits of yoga that are supported by science. While modern media and advertising may lead us to believe that yoga is only about physical poses, yoga encompasses a wide range of contemplative and self-disciplinary activities, including meditation, chanting, mantra, prayer, breathwork, ritual, and even altruistic action. Yoga is derived from the root word yuj, which means to yoke or to bind. The term itself has a variety of connotations, ranging from astronomical conjunction to nuptials, with the underlying notion of a connection as the central topic. Yoga asanas are the physical postures and practices of yoga. Although scientific study into the advantages of yoga is still in its early stages, much of the data thus far confirms what practitioners appear to have understood for millennia: yoga is extremely good for our general well-being. Let's take a closer look at 16 of yoga's numerous perks. 1. Yoga improves flexibility. In 2016, two of yoga's top organizations, Yoga Journal and Yoga Alliance, undertook a global study examining a range of facts regarding yoga in an attempt to quantify its worth in the midst of its growing popularity. The most common reason given for performing yoga was to improve flexibility. 1. Physical health relies heavily on flexibility. Yoga comes in a variety of styles, ranging in intensity from intense to moderate to light. Even low intensity approaches have been shown to promote flexibility. 2. Yoga appears to be particularly beneficial for increasing flexibility in persons 65 and older. Reduced flexibility is a normal aspect of aging, and according to a 2019 research, yoga both reduced loss and restored flexibility in older persons. 2. Yoga helps with stress relief. According to the American Psychological Association, 84% of American people are experiencing the effects of chronic stress. So it seems to reason that the second most often reported reason for doing yoga was to reduce stress. Fortunately, research shows that yoga, particularly asana, is effective for stress reduction. But keep in mind that physical practice is only one part of yoga. Meditation, breathing exercises, and auditory rituals such as chanting and sound baths have all been demonstrated to considerably reduce tension and stress. 3. Yoga improves mental health. One of the most frequent mental health problems in the world is major depressive disorder, MDD. A 2017 meta-analysis of 23 interventions examining the effects of yoga-based treatments on depressive symptoms concluded that yoga is now an effective alternative treatment for MDD. Both movement-based yoga therapies and breathing-based practices have been shown to significantly improve depressive symptoms. 4. Yoga may reduce inflammation. Chronic inflammation is frequently the forerunner to sickness. Prolonged inflammation has been related to heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, Crohn's disease, and a variety of other illnesses. One study reviewed 15 research studies and discovered a consistent finding: yoga of various styles, intensities, and durations was found to lower biochemical indicators of inflammation in a variety of chronic diseases. 5. Yoga will likely increase your strength. While most people connect yoga with flexibility and stretching, some types of yoga programs may also be considered strength building. It all depends on the level of the class, the approach, and the teacher. As a result, yoga asana is a multimodal kind of exercise. Yoga's usefulness in improving strength has been investigated in a variety of circumstances, including patients with breast cancer, older folks, and children. Another study on Air Force personnel discovered yoga to be an excellent strength-building technique across a wide range of age groups of healthy individuals. 6. Yoga may reduce anxiety. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, anxiety disorders may be the most frequent mental health illnesses in the United States. Anxiety disorders include generalized anxiety disorder, social anxiety disorder, and particular phobias. Chronic stress is sometimes classified as an anxiety condition. Numerous studies suggest that yoga asana may be effective as an alternative treatment for anxiety disorders, though several researchers have requested more replicated studies before conclusively stating as much. Yoga Nidra, which is a body scan, guided meditation, has been shown to reduce symptoms of anxiety conclusively. 7. Yoga may improve quality of life. Quality of life, QOL, is defined by the World Health Organization as an individual's view of their place in life in the context of the culture and value systems in which they live, and in connection to their objectives, expectations, standards, and worries. Relationships, creativity, learning opportunities, health, and material comforts are all variables that influence QOL. For decades, experts have regarded quality of life, QOL, as a significant predictor of people's lifespan and patients' probability of recovery when treated for a chronic disease or injury. A meta-analysis published in 2019 suggests that yoga has the potential to increase QOL in patients suffering from chronic pain. 8. Yoga may boost immunity. Chronic stress has a harmful impact on your immune system. When your immunity is weakened, you are more vulnerable to sickness. However, as previously said, yoga is regarded as a scientifically supported alternative treatment for stress. The study is still in its early stages, but several studies have discovered a clear correlation between practicing yoga, particularly regularly over time, and improved immune system function. This is attributed, in part, to yoga's capacity to combat inflammation and, in part, to the improvement of cell-mediated immunity. 9. Yoga can improve balance. Balance is essential not just when attempting to stand on one leg in tree pose in yoga class. It's also required for ordinary everyday tasks like picking something up off the floor, reaching up to a shelf, and descending stairs. Yoga has been proved to improve athletes' balance and overall performance. Similarly, a review of research performed on healthy populations reveals that most people's balance may improve after routinely practicing yoga. Nonetheless, falling can have catastrophic consequences for particular people. According to the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality, falls are quite prevalent among elderly people in nursing homes, and even minor ones might result in an increased risk of mortality. Yoga, according to new research, can enhance balance in elderly people. More research with larger sample numbers, however, is required before a general conclusion can be formed. Yoga asana can also assist persons with brain damage improve their balance. Adaptive yoga or chair yoga can be especially beneficial for elderly folks or those with injuries who are less mobile or have difficulty with balance. 10. Yoga may improve cardiovascular functioning. Pranayama, often known as yogic breathing, is an essential and useful part of yoga. A review of 1,400 papers on the overall effects of pranayama was published in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine. One key takeaway was that yogic breathing can improve the functioning of several systems in the body. Specifically, the research summarized in the review discovered that controlling the pace of breathing benefited the cardiovascular system greatly, as evidenced by favorable changes in heart rate, stroke capacity, arterial pressure, and heart contractility. According to this study, yogic breathing can improve the functioning of the brain's cardiorespiratory center. 11. Yoga may help improve sleep. Researchers focus on a person's capacity to fall and stay asleep while assessing sleep. Insomnia can have an impact on one or both of these features. Yoga has been demonstrated to increase both the speed with which people fall asleep and the depth with which they sleep. This is due in part to the after effects of exercise, as well as the mental relaxing and stress reduction afforded by yoga in particular. Numerous studies demonstrate that, in addition to reducing anxiety, or possibly because of it, yoga nidra is particularly beneficial for promoting sleep. 12. Yoga may improve self-esteem. Body image and self-esteem are sometimes difficult issues for teens and young adults. The good news is that numerous recent research demonstrates that adopting yoga to improve self-esteem and perceived body image in these populations yields favorable benefits. Yoga may also assist with the concomitant symptoms of preoccupation, anxiety, and despair in people with anorexia nervosa, according to preliminary research. 13. Yoga may improve bone health. Many yoga poses have isometric contractions, which means that the length of the muscles holding the stance does not vary even when they are completely engaged. For example, in plank pose, An upper push-up posture, the arms, trunk, and legs are all engaged, rather than shortening or extending as they would in a push-up. Warrior 2 requires you to hold a posture with your lead leg bowed at both the hip and knee. Isometric workouts have been shown to promote bone density, especially when performed with the joints in flexion. Yoga asana may also help to reverse bone loss caused by osteopenia and osteoporosis. According to one research, just 12 minutes of yoga every day can greatly enhance bone health. However, it's vital to remember that the research on yoga's influence on bone density has been rare, and therefore inconclusive, thus far. 14. Yoga can promote body posture and body awareness. As it is a largely dependent modern culture, we appear to be spending an increasing amount of time sitting or bent over electronics. However, a recent assessment of brain psychotherapists discovered a brain pattern, related increased brain function in areas involved in proprioception, recognizing feelings in your body, and posture. Furthermore, yoga's emphasis on mobility and flexibility can contribute to better aligning failures and often tense muscles, such as the hamstrings, and enhancing spine mobility. Doing yoga positions during workout breaks can also help you improve your posture. 15. Yoga can improve brain functioning. According to research, yoga is a mind-body activity. According to the above-mentioned review, practicing yoga engaged brain regions involved for motivation, executive functioning, attention, and neuroplasticity. 16. Yoga can help with burnout. Burnout, extreme weariness that has a negative impact on one's health, appears to be at an all-time high. A recent research of burnout among hospice workers during the COVID-19 pandemic found that yoga-based meditation therapies dramatically reduce the symptoms of burnout by strengthening interoceptive awareness. This is the capacity to recognize internal cues and respond properly, implying that yoga can help people become more in tune with, and more inclined to listen to, their body's messages. The bottom line. While the research is still in its early stages, particularly in compared to the length of time individuals have been practicing yoga, the findings are encouraging and validate what yoga practitioners have been saying for thousands of years: yoga is good for our entire wellness. Yoga encompasses a wide range of activities, the majority of which do not include physical exertion and instead rely on meditative methods. Even karmic or altruistic behavior might be considered yoga. Yoga is a practice that may be done on a daily basis since it is not confined to physical activity. Find the method that works best for you, and keep in mind that investing in the yoga practice is an investment in yourself. If you liked the video, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel.